Love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage.
Well, how do you take your marriage from mediocre to magical? Well, apparently it starts with an attitude adjustment, help create intimacy. Starr Calo-oy is back to give us some tips on how to set the stage for a little lovemaking. Starr, welcome back.
Good morning.
Our regular on Great Day Sunday. I think it is fantastic that we are learning today that attitude adjustments begin in the marriage, because we could all use one, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have to make an adjustment if we want to go to the next level. I don't care what level you are right now. If you think you have a spectacular marriage and your spouse agrees with you,
yeah,
then you're going to want to kick it up a notch. That's right.
We talked about it, taking it from mediocre to magical. The first sort of step you talk about is to stop complaining.
That's right. That's right. Too many people criticize, complain, and condemn all the time, and they don't even realize they're doing it. For example, Harry comes home from work. He walks in and he's had a really bad day, and he starts, he's irritated with the kids, he's irritated with his wife, and she just wants him to leave it at work. You know, when you come in, let's just relax. I'm your girlfriend.
Right.
You're my boyfriend.
So
I always tell Bob all the time, hey, I'm your girl, okay?
Right. Yeah, right. I don't want to hear all those complaints. Give the marriage that attention.
You go. There
okay,
you go.
You say show gratitude. I love that one.
Oh yeah, we have to be thankful for what we have. Praise your spouse. Be grateful that they are who they are and what they do for you. Instead of constantly looking at the glass being half empty, look at it as being half full. You can make a list. I call it the 20 list.
Okay.
You can make a list of 20 things right this minute of everything good about your spouse. And if you'll practice dwelling on that instead of dwelling on the negative, then you're going to really kick it up a notch.
I love that. You say practice the golden rule. If your spouse feels appreciated, those feelings will be reciprocated.
That's right. It's the golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. So what we want to do is we want to show that love, show that appreciation, and the gratitude, and then it'll be reciprocated. But you have to be patient and not expect immediate results, because if you do that, you're going to be gravely disappointed.
That is
You've
true.
got to keep on sowing it. I mean, it's like this, Bridget. If you go and plant a kernel of corn, you know, 2 days later, you don't go dig it up to see if it's growing.
That is true. This is good stuff, Starr. Okay, you say limit your if-onlys. A marriage based on if-onlys is very unhealthy. Explain that.
That's right. Well, if only my spouse would lose weight, then I'd find her more attractive. If only my husband made more money, then I'd think about, you know, doing this or that. All those kill the intimacy in the relationship. You've got to turn those if-onlys out. Get it out of your relationship.
Altogether.
Instead, you've got to think to yourself, if only I were a better wife, you know, if only I would take care of what I'm supposed to in the marriage, and to be giving without expectations. High expectations are a killer, and it chokes love and intimacy out. Who wants to be intimate with someone that's saying, oh, I love you, I find you attractive, and then on the other hand, you're criticizing, complaining, and condemning? Who wants to have intimacy with someone like that?
Because what it says to your spouse or loved one is that somehow, on some level, they are not meeting your expectations, and that's disappointing.
And men feel very inadequate then. They don't, it's confusing for them. There's mixed signals going. If it's the woman and he's constantly complaining about her being a wife and her wifely duties, and then he wants to have intimacy in the evening, well, that's confusing signals, and she's not open to that at all.
Signals. You say choose fun and optimism.
That's right. You can make a choice. Be spontaneous. Take the, you know, keep the kids home from school and go to the zoo, or stay home and play hooky from work with your spouse. Have a picnic basket ready and take off and have a little picnic, or go to the movies.
Yeah.
Do something fun and spontaneous.
One of the things that I love you say is that you cannot change what has already happened in the relationship, but you can ensure in which direction it goes.
That's right. We sure can.
That is
all
so
we have to do is just look at the bright side and realize what a blessing your spouse is.
Fantastic. Well, listen, we want to remind you that Starr and Bob Calo-oy are hosting Marriage 101 classes, and they invite you to join anytime. These classes are already in session, and they run through October the 1st. And if you'd like to register, just now hearing about it, here it is, 210-521-8668. Marriage101.net is their website for more information. And don't forget that you can always catch Starr and and Bob Calo-oy on KKYX. That's on your 680 AM dial on Saturday mornings from 10 to 11 a.m. And if you'd like to call them, jot this number down and call them next Saturday morning, 210-521-8668. Thank you, Starr.